Wololo, what's up, Cape Town? We are live here at the Zip Zap Circus Dome at the Zip Zap Circus Dome. Is anyone even watching, Lee?
Yes.
Yes.
Four.
Is anyone watching? Four people
Six.
watching. 6 people
Seven.
watching. Yeah. Okay, we're on. And no, these are not my sunglasses because mine got stolen. Because that's what happens when you come to South Africa. They steal your stuff, ma'am, but they can't steal my dignity. So, okay. Please use Ubers to get to the Cape Town City. It's my favorite place in South Africa. All of that.
When were you here last?
Last time I was in Cape Town. I came to Cape Town in beginning of 2017. I had a show in Tiger Valley. It was my first show in Cape Town. Had about 200 people, and to be able to come back now tonight to Cape Town and having 1,000 people coming in. I've had guests that I've always looked up to in the industry. Just blown away to be able to have an evening shared with these people. I didn't think I'd have this event sold out like it has. I'm super excited. And standing on the stage and just doing the sound test and everything earlier was really cool because I didn't think I'd have this event sold out like it has.
Hey, I'm gonna make a remix of that. Thanks for paying attention. Everyone on their phones.
I'm looking at you.
That's fine. Thanks for coming.
And still heaps of people wanting to buy tickets. The phones haven't stopped all day. It's been like 35 calls just wanting tickets. So yeah, it'll definitely be a vibe, and yeah, I'm super excited. Hey, check, they're having a party on the rooftop. That's another thing we do in Cape Town. We just have a rooftop party on a Thursday. Because it's Puza Thursday, which means you drink on a Thursday. Even though most South Africans drink 9 days a week. Also. What is S? Sports? No. Stationary. We're gonna try to find a place to grab some food now. I won't be able to eat after this because I get them butterflies. I think if you don't get nervous, then you got too much of a big hit.
Yeah.
Someone's always leaving, even though it says full.
One, two, Cape Town. 1, 2, 1.
It has the potential to get rowdy in there. I think you are the only person I've ever seen and probably would know in my life that would bring spaghetti in a jam jar. Yeah, it was just like losing my voice a little bit because Africa does that to you. I'm in Cape Town. I've got a show tonight. Oh, wow.
You ready? Let's do this.
What's up, Cape Town? How you feeling?
What's up, Mother City? My name is Kevin Fraser. You're like, I know, that's why we came. Do you just want to record the whole thing? No, really, you do the DVD. I was here in the beginning of 2017, but I was in Tiger Valley. So there's like 2 people from Tiger Valley now. Is anyone from the valley? How's everyone from Camps Bay? Oh, what's the other one? Yay! I went to this Sevens. Anyone go to the Sevens? You might have seen me there with Philip and Felicia. The Flamingo to the Sevens. So I thought I'd bring them along. But I realized like we might have a recession in South Africa and we also might have load shedding. They cut our electricity. But I went to the Sevens, I said, man, they've even cut the rugby into half. Hey? 7 aside. I sit down, I'm like, this is going very quickly, ma'am. Huh? Before I even know what's going on, then another country, Zimbabwe, is coming along. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Can I just have some time? Yes. I live in Sydney, Australia. I've been there for 4.5 years.
How the hell are you going there, mate?
Like, why don't you open your mouth when you speak, Wena? Now, cuz, let's get down to the specifics, eh? What are the ladies like in Australia? Alright? Truth is, when you come from a country where your accent is quite strong and aggressive, you rock up in Australia, you say, how's it to a girl? She's like, hey, you going, mate? You're coming with me. Now, a lot of people who ask me where I live, I confirm I don't actually have a house. I just have my suitcase. 30 kilos. I don't really do that. Scotland. Wrong gates. Gate C3 has changed to gate Z75. And your flight is delayed. It's now cancelled. This is why I don't want to do shows in Port Elizabeth anymore, brother. I was halfway to PE for my show, and then you know how they come on the plane? It's like, this is your captain speaker, Johan van der Wessel, technical difficulty. I'm like, all I hear is technical difficulty. I'm thinking death. And he's like, we're going to turn this plane around back to Johannesburg. Why? Tell me. Because now the whole 20 minutes I'm going to be going back to Johannesburg being like, ooh, man, and I can't do turbulence. Turbulence doesn't sit well with me. And people are like, Kev, you fly often, it should be fine. I'm like, no, it's never fine. It's never fine. Turbulence is not fine. It's fine if it's like, kunz, or like, kunz. But when you're like, but now people are starting to recognize me on the plane, so I'm like, I'm good. Now when you're cacking your broker and you're sitting there looking very suspicious and you're trying to find a means of not looking suspicious, it's very hard. It's very hard. It's like constipation. Tough shit, yes. And you look at the lady next to you and she's just reading the newspaper. And the plane's like, she's like, and I'm like, ma'am, not feeling this, hey? Not feeling, it's like, oh, it's just a bit of turbulence, babe. Oh, Ramaphosa's in now.
It's kind of weird to be in a position where it all just is stopped. Like you just stopped touring. And for me, it's been 4-5 years of solid travel internationally throughout Australia, New Zealand, Asia, the UK, Europe, Canada, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, other parts of Africa. It's an incredible experience.
This means Gapoop. We just landed in the JC.
Just got to Adelaide. Okay.
Here I am in Sydney and it's a dream come true. I'm sold out tonight at the Comedy Store. Woo!
I promise you I'm coming back soon. Now will you let me close my bag?
This is me live in London and these are my people 100% sold out.
So in Switzerland, if you're running out of kale, you can just come fuck up vegetables quickly.
So those slits will open up to full circles at night. Make use of all that evacuation.
What I know? We're fucking throwing them in the deep end here, boys. Tough time never last. Only tough to last. Abu David Demi.
Thank you, Adelaide. Thanks for the good time, South Australia. Next stop, Western Australia.
You gain a lot of knowledge and a lot of content on your travels.
But I actually don't believe it. I'm driving here in New Zealand. Hobbiton. You know where they recorded the Lord of the Rings? I said, excuse me, how much is entrance? I want to go see Hobbiton. You know where the hobbits live in the round houses in Lord of the Rings? She's like, oh, that'll just be $80. I'm like, $80. $80 to see a hat. What does it come with? Gandalf's stick. Shiver me timbers, guys.
How's that side angle? That's my good side, mate. Get a bit of that side cheek.
Cut me some of that crisp, mate.
One, bye-bye, yeah.
Is it hip or pop up moose?
To have that just kind of stop is a little bit weird for me. I'm a classic Gemini. I could live out of my suitcase for the rest of time. I'm quite sure. I love it. And to have that kind of stop really puts you in a space where you have to reflect. But I also think things happen for a reason, and life was getting quite hectic. So it's time to just take a chill. Time to reflect and express gratitude and actually go to my tour. Because the funny thing is, like, just before this lockdown and COVID and all of that happened, I was actually legitimately sitting on a plane from Melbourne to Adelaide. I was like, when am I gonna actually like sit and reflect? When am I actually gonna have gratitude? When am I actually gonna go through like my camera roll and all this content and like all these places I've been and actually be like, instead of focusing on the next destination, instead of focusing on the next place that I can go to, the next place, like it's always next, what's bigger, what are we doing after this, and then where we're going, and what, instead of doing all that, what about just appreciating and seeing what I have done and what I have got and where I have come from? I think all of us would be a lot more fulfilled if we practiced that a bit more. And unfortunately, I do blame social media to a certain degree for having this happen. We've all become so self-obsessed with perfection and the way we look and the way we dress and the way we go and who's got this and who's got that and can I get this and can I get that and can I go there and can I go here and can I do that? I want to, and it's just more and more and more, and that's the society we live in, and it's all come crashing down, and it's forcing us to freak out and behave in different ways and carry on. But I think it's really teaching us a hard-earned lesson in society. I really hope it is for a lot of people. Just listen to the music. I mean, at the rate trap and dubstep music was going, surely the speakers were gonna blow up at some stage. Really, guys, surely the speaker was going to blow up at some stage. Yeah, but hey, serious, guys. Yo, it was tough, eh? Like they were like music has been getting out of hand, and it's too much. It's too much. Hey, so I'm just chilling in Cape Town, waiting for better days. Anyway, what's happening, guys? Kevin Fraser here, and welcome to Kevin Fraser TV. That's what's up. It's the lockdown period, and so I have no more career, and this is basically what's happened. Just kidding. Someone asked me the other day, what is my best and worst moment in my tour so far? I can tell you what my worst moment was, because I've had so many incredible moments, but my worst moment definitely happened in Indonesia and Bali. I am in Bali. When I came off my scooter. It wasn't cool. No, it wasn't cool. I really just fell off the back. My bag saved me. I landed in a pothole. And it was really hard for me to get back on a scooter ever since that moment. So I think one of the best moments was probably me getting to Canada. Yes. And then landing in Toronto. Because I had to firstly get to Toronto on the day of my show, so it was more stressful. So it became like the best moment, because flying into Toronto and starting my North American tour really made me think, wow, you can take this job places. It's so cool. And then 2020 came, and the fires in Australia happened, and then COVID just hit out of nowhere.
Brother, I'll give you the weather report. Tomorrow's going to be cloudy with a chance of coronavirus. That's exactly what I'm saying, Ray. Because that's all we're hearing. Don't worry. Please, just keep stocking up on toilet paper. Because that makes a lot of sense. It makes a shitload of sense. Excuse the pun. I don't know. Last time I checked, bro, when I got pneumonia, I didn't shit myself. It doesn't make sense. Now, when people want to go and like Susie, who generally has a diarrhea problem, it's not coronaria, guys.
Basically crushed our dreams. So yeah, it is hard to stay motivated. It is hard to be inspired when things like this happen, you know. I just can't. It's a struggle. Let's find some positive words of my computer. I mean, there might actually be something here that is worth like looking into. It's like when I go to hire a car from Avis. I went to hire a car when I landed in Cape Town. Then we entered the lockdown period, and now as I can't return the car because nobody's at work. So I just recall all the paperwork it took to fill out the car. I'm now wondering whether I actually accidentally bought the car on like a long-term lease or something. You fill in your name and your surname. Oh my gosh, like I've forgotten how to write. Do I do cursive? Do I do caps lock? Like what do I do? And your name and your surname and your telephone number, and then your postal address, then your physical address, then your best contact address, which is the same as the postal address, but then you must put the other address. Then it's like, please turn over section 4, section D, characterizations. Have you been in an accident? Do you intend to be in an accident? How many passengers are coming? Just give me the damn car. Would you like windscreen wiper protection? Would you like a muffin on arrival to pick up your car? And you like going good, and then you get on a roll, and you're like, cool, I got this, signature here, signature there, initial, boom, right, please turn over, and you come to a screaming halt. This is for box office use only. And you're thinking, I'm sorry, what? So now you can't touch that box, you gotta avoid that box. You're like, yo, I almost went inside, then you have to start again. It's like filling out an airplane passenger card. Don't miss that at the moment, now do I? Because the airplane passenger card just is enough to give you anxiety altogether. You just get the thing and you're like, and then you don't want to declare anything. But like, maybe just declare that guava, Kev. Maybe just declare that guava, because you never know. They might stop and sniff a dog and then wow. It's a challenge, because sometimes you have to do it digitally and then you like hit submit and then it's like hang on, could you please just prove that you're not a robot? How many hedgehogs are crossing the road in the above squares? How many rubbish bins do you see in the above image? Which has been split into about 19 tiles. Now you're sitting there clicking, playing a flippin' game of Tetris. Like, oh, this is fine. I'm just gonna prove I am. Wait, and along comes two-factor authentication. It's like, yo, sorry brother, I'm just gonna send a text message to your phone just to prove it's you. Yeah, just wanted to send a button to your phone just to check that everything's up to scratch. You know what I mean, bruh? Facebook does the same thing. Facebook's a little bit more eccentric though. Facebook's like, don't worry, I'll just phone you. Don't give me that. I've been on the phone recently to try and sort out an extra data issue in Australia on my mobile service, because I've been roaming ginking. They answered their phone and they're like, are you calling from the number related to your call? Yes. Thanks. I'll just get some more information from you. Within seconds, you realize that you're having a full-on conversation with a robot. And I think to myself, when I get to the point of arguing with them or arguing with Siri, I'm like, this is happening already. This is happening already. Like, artificial intelligence is really taking its toll on society already. So the lockdown period can actually be a blessing, is what I'm getting at, is what I'm getting at, is because, you know, you don't have to go through this stuff anymore. I mean, it's a pleasure. You don't have to go through it at all. It's going to be quite fantastic, you know what I mean? Now we're walking around with masks, we can't even see one another's expression. Gone are the days when you recognize someone in the show. Hey! You go in the store and you see something, you're like, I almost think that's salmon, but it's like it's. How do you know? Your face is half covered, so you are 50% salmon. You are 50% probably not salmon.
I got this mask made, but kind of pulls my ears off towards me.
Are you almost Jeff? Thank you. Nice to meet you. Almost. Are you almost Ross? Yes. Thank you, almost Ross. Yeah.
Mother Nature is breathing.
I nearly think that I could have seen half of Sharon this afternoon in the store. I'm not sure.
Went into Spa and I was just noticing on the floor that it had like a defined masking tape area that's like entrance and then exit. I've actually had to demarcate the entrance and exit. So I walk inside, wow, there's so much fruit and vegetables on the shelves, like there's no need to just panic buy. And as I realized this process is in place, I took another step forward and the lady was like, "Excuse me!" Whoa, hand sanitizer! Bearing in mind I was wearing gloves, but she was like, "No, your gloves are your new hands." Then the next day I was like, "Excuse me! Basket!" Yes, no, basket would be good actually, yeah. Puts the basket in front of me with the yellow cloth and hand sanitizer, sprays the inside of the basket. Enjoy your day!
That's the world we live in. Ladies and gentlemen, the disco ball has fallen and we are in times of need. Feel free to go to my Facebook page and donate to me. All proceeds will go strictly towards Jamison.
Good afternoon. Let me tell you guys, I've been thinking to myself the whole time what it is that COVID-19 could really be. I have really found out what it is. And if you think of a game of, not thrones, but a game of snakes and ladders, for example. What we do is our whole life is spent with going from A to B, C to D, D to E. Sometimes you get a nice ladder, you go up a few levels. Sometimes you get a little snake and you can go down. And then sometimes you get a nice ladder, you go even more levels to the top. That is like a game of life, right? And you carry on going through the snakes and ladders. But then as you're approaching the top, what happens is you're coming close towards that end goal, right? Then what happens is you hit that big anaconda and you go straight back to the beginning. That is COVID-19. Obviously, we've got amans, so I've been carrying filtered water because obviously I'm in quarantine in Sea Point. And have you smelled the promenade? No, you haven't. Well, you should smell it sometime soon. It's a fresh pack robust with echidna. Something, I don't know, the word China is really just screaming at me from it. It's just might be all the media coming through. I'm just like, I can't even cook an egg without resembling that to the cytoplasm of a disease. And I'm so overwhelmed with the media, so much media. I just love tea so much. Every day I could have a cup of tea. I could have a cup of tea in the morning. I could have a cup of tea mid-morning. It's a door, there's no need to slam it. They really have to vacuum now, the joys of living in isolation. You see, because one of my problems that I have is that I've actually got such a sweet tooth. And I struggle to cope with that. I really struggle to cope with the fact that the sweet tooth that I have is inexplicably sweet. I can take a whole Kit Kat and I can rest assured, I will tell myself that I have the whole week to absorb that Kit Kat. Well, let me tell you, by the end of the fucking night, that thing is eaten by me, myself, with my sweet tooth, which is unfathomably sweet.
Yeah, guys, I'm really not sure on this whole lockdown level situation because we've had level 5, then level 4, which is no different to level 3 apart from some industrial jobs. And then we've got level 2 and then level 1, which is also 1 is 2. 2 is 1, but 1 you can fly, but 2 you can't. It's like really hard to understand the levels. Just now they're gonna tease us. Then they're gonna go to level 3. Then it's gonna be like, no, but back to 4. Then back to 5, actually. Back to 3.9. And then 3. And then 2. And then they're gonna give us a taste of 1. You know why? Because they'll never actually go to level 1. They'll be like, we are now entering level 1 silver, And then we have level 1 gold, and then we have level 1 platinum. Only when we reach platinum level status can we actually buy cigarettes. As we know, in South Africa, they've actually implemented a ban on cigarette sales until level 1. I mean, if ever the country gets to level 1, right? I'm not a smoker, but what happens if they just take away all the guys altogether? The government comes out with a whole new wave of cigarettes. It will no longer be Peter Stuyvesant blue or whatever. It will just be like Peter Dlamini orange. Or they're gonna come out with another guy, they're gonna just call it, yeah, Madiba Gold. Hey, I'll buy that box, hey? If it comes with democracy, I'll buy that box. And just my luck, they're gonna come out with Nkosazana Dlamini Menthol. Hey, that will be the day. It's tough out there, hey? Aspen to Crespen. I used to smoke a box a day. Then I got the black lung one December, and I was like, that's not good. Your body shouldn't be doing that. So I stopped smoking. But at that stage, I was struggling. So yeah, I was down to Aspen at that stage. It's like when you breathe in a Stuyvesant red for the first time. It's like you just have to take a seat for 5 to 10, hey? Everyone's like, Kev, you okay? Are you drunk or something? No, guys, I got a brain freeze and there's nothing even freezing. You must be careful. Because when they put that soul, they put saliva on the paper. Because when they hit that jaw, they put music in the speakers. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Did she just go, Yeah, but you're that's a bit too sexual for my liking, Siri. Hey Siri, do you ever put saliva on the paper? Right, so can you tell me what rhymes with paper?
Words that rhyme with paper include paper, draper,
Okay,
raper,
okay,
scraper,
okay.
taper,
Let's.
and vapor.
Raper is not a good one. Because when we go to Joel, we go and drink some vapor. I'm normally better at this, but guys, anyway, just my thoughts.
That was Kakso. I feel like since we hit COVID, there's more unsolicited emails ever. I've got so much spam. I'm just literally sitting here staring and staring at spam. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, I subscribed to your bullshit when?
It really is beautiful out there. It's like a sense of calm, a sense of space, a sense of eternal bliss. I'm finding it very interesting. I'm living on like a main road and it just makes you relaxed. I don't know, you just relaxed. Some would say it's boring as heck, but it's, I don't know, there's a sense of beauty amongst all of this. Yesterday I heard the birds like chirping and just like going about what they normally would have done. So either we didn't have the ability to see and feel and hear all of this at one point because we were so cars and busyness and people running around. A lot of cars, really. It's like, do we need cars? And I did walk to the shops in all my sort of quarantine gear, and I saw a seagull crossing the road, and he just looked so confused. He was so confused. He was like, where's all the people? You know, it's like no one told them. Like, I wonder if the seagulls actually got the message. Like, they're not even flying.
The spirit of Africa will live inside you no matter where you go, no matter how far from home. Trust me, it's a thing. It's the best virus you can ever have. Don't ever let home leave you. Thank you. I can't wait to meet you after party at HQ. I love you. Thank you, Zip Zap. Thank you very much. Take it easy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you. I'm in Durban on Saturday and East London next Wednesday. Thank you. What's up? I never knew that comedy would take me around the world, but it is now. And thanks to people like you coming out to support me. This is overwhelming. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you for following my stuff. You know, it really means a lot.
Love the show. Thanks. Welcome back to Africa.
Well done. How are you?
Good.
Are you tired?
No, I'm fine. I'm hungry, but amazing. Thanks.
Yeah, did it? Was it alright? Did it all go according to plan? Did it all go according to plan?
We had this moment about 2 years ago.
This is something now, it is an annual.
Yeah, but I mean, let's finish the meet and greet first. Sun is on. Is that a panorama? Okay, cool. Is this friends? Oh, family now. Islam. Also,
Just waiting.
can you teach?
Vibes from the mountain. That's one of them.
Oh, stop it. That's not the DJ saved my life. And my wife, because you take.
Okay.
I got a mic on you, bro. You cut that shit out.